Shalom to everyone! In today's video, I'm going to share with you about our recent trip to Hula Valley Nature Reserve. Hula Nature Reserve is located in northern Israel, south of Kiryat Shmona. The squills are already flowering on the side of the road, and the scent of the earth, which is longing for the first rains, is wafting in the wind. The pomegranate trees are bending under the weight of their fruit as the last fruits of summer are picked. These days of forgiveness bring new beginnings, grace, and magic. The north winds bring the first storks as they rush to warmer countries. In giant flocks, they whirl with the warm winds in silent flight. In wondrous disarray, onward to faraway Africa. Towards evening, the storks will descend for a rest at the Hula Lake, maybe also for supper in the fields of the Hula Valley. And at nightfall, they will gather on the towering eucalyptus trees to spend the night whispering, tapping their beaks, good night. More than 500 million birds leave their homes in the northern lands and take off on the brave flight south. The importance of Israel for these millions of birds, particularly the Hula Lake, is crucial. Later on their journey, they will be crossing many deserts, Sinai, the deserts of Egypt, and the Sahara, and facing many days without food or water. The Hula Lake is like a fueling station of vital importance for the success of their migration. The migrating birds stop at the Hula to replenish the fat reserves in their body, which will serve them during the hard days and will help them survive the arduous journey. Most birds migrate at night, and all that attest to their arrival in our vicinity are the cries and the songs from the grasses and the trees. A flash of turquoise discloses the kingfisher. A quick running in the grass is none other than the yellow wagtail. At sunrise, the lake is full of new guests, the sad wailing of the Eurasian curlew, the plovers congregating in the shallow looking for grub, spoonbills and ibis fishing for food. From the floor of the lake with their fancy beaks, and the gray herons very quietly waiting to ambush their prey, motionless and with infinite patience, until they stretch out their long necks and quickly swallow the fish whole. Swimming leisurely in their midst are all kinds of ducks, some of them autumn visitors like the garganey and others that will be staying for the winter, like the teals, the northern shovelers, the mallards, and the coots, which look like ducks in their flocks of dozens, running on the surface of the water of any sign of danger. In the sky, in flocks of thousands, European honey buzzards, black kites, and other birds of prey are gliding, ascending, and descending on the wind currents, stopping to dine on rodents in the fields, and helping the farmers eliminate this pest. Mars harriers are practicing their flight patterns above the dense vegetations, and ospreys are diving impressively in the water and fishing with great skill. As the day gets colder, the great eagles will be arriving. The greater spotted eagles and the magnificent imperial eagles, the long-legged buzzards, and the great white-tailed eagles. The Lake Hula is one of the only places in the world where so many eagles of so many species can be seen. Now it's time for the largest birds, the pelicans, hundreds and thousands of them, arriving from the Danube estuary and landing on the water of the Hula Lake. The pelican is the largest bird that migrates this way, and its wingspan can reach up to 3 meters. The common pelican is an endangered species all over the world, and all of them migrate through Israel. At the same time, there is another migration almost in secret, almost unknown. Tens of thousands of butterflies are arriving at the Hula from far away Africa. African monarchs color the Hula bright orange, flitting between the aquatic plants, dripping with sweet nectar, eager to lay their eggs on the host plants and return to warmer lands as the days get colder. The monarchs can be seen mainly in the botanical garden for marsh plants and hydrophytes. It starts with a call, one call from far away. Everyone quickly looks up at the sky to see the first cranes. Another call and another, and by now, you cannot miss the vast flocks, family by family, returning with their new young. The party has begun. The cranes, those royal and splendid birds, are arriving from Russia and Finland. From distant tundra regions, most will be proceeding to Africa to spend the winter in Ethiopia or Sudan, but more than 30,000 will be staying here with us for the winter. Cranes are famous for their loud cries and for being monogamous, having lifelong mates. They stay with their young for a long period of time, almost a year, and some people claim that its large flock is actually an extended family. This behavior has made a crane symbolize faithfulness, longevity, and health in many cultures. The sun is setting behind the mountains of the Galilee, and from all reaches of the valley, the cranes, tens of thousands of them, gather to spend the night at the Hula Lake. With their loud cries and their majestic flight against the colors of the sunset, this is one of the most enchanting and extraordinary spectacles in the world. The Hula Valley is an agricultural region in northern Israel with abundant fresh water from the Jordan River. The marshland around local Hula is a major stopover for birds migrating along the Syrian-African Rift Valley between Africa, Europe, and Asia. It was also a breeding grounds for malaria, so the new state of Israel reigned in the 1950s. After experiencing the destruction of the plant and wildlife caused by the drainage, a small section of the valley called Little Lake Hula or Agamon Hula was later reflooded in an attempt to revive a nearly extinct ecosystem. The Agamon Lake now covers 1,100 dunams and is 40 to 80 centimeter deep. An estimated 500 million migrating birds from more than 400 species now pass through the Hula Lake Park every year. The cranes are most famous, but you can see night herons, ibis, pelican, marsh harrier, black stork, branticole, ducks, and other waterfowl. The Agamon Hula Ornithology, Birdwatching and Nature Park is situated in the heart of the Hula Valley. It is one of the world's most prominent birdwatching sites, but don't forget to see the water buffaloes. Approximately 11 kilometers of trails encircles Agamon Hula for your hike, or to ride on mountain bikes, multi-passenger bicycles, club carts, and safari wagon. Special tours are available according to their season. There are 2 ring roads, an inner one for electric golf cars, bikes, and pedestrians only. An outer one is meant for buses and agricultural vehicles only. Bird migration is a regular seasonal movement, often north and south, along a flyway between breeding and wintering grounds. Many species of bird migrate. Migration carries high cost in predation and mortality, including from hunting by humans, and is driven primarily by the availability of food. It occurs mainly in the northern hemisphere, where birds are funneled onto specific routes by natural barriers such as the Mediterranean Sea or the Caribbean Sea. Migration is the regular seasonal movement, often north and south, undertaken by many species of birds. Bird movement include those made in response to changes in food and availability, habitat, or weather. Sometimes, journeys are not termed true migration because they are irregular nomadism, invasions, eruptions, or in only one direction. The nutria Mycostar coypus, also known as the coypu, is a large herbivorous semi-aquatic rodent classified for a long time as the only member of the family Mycostoridae. Mycostor is now included within Ensimidae, the family of the spiny rats. The nutria lives in burrows alongside stretches of water and feeds on river plant stems. Originally native to subtropical and temperate South America, it has since been introduced to North America, Europe, Asia, and Africa, primarily by fur farmers. Here in the Hula Valley, which is in the Syrian-African Rift Valley, the JNF has developed an ornithological spot unique in the world. Over this area twice a year, no less than 500 million birds migrate, waterfowl, birds of prey, and songbirds from 390 different species. Here, you can watch birds on their way from Europe to Africa, watch water buffalo, enjoy the unique flora and fauna, and take part in a bird ringing workshop. The Hula Valley is a place of miracles and wonders. Heroic people working closely with Mother Nature have turned the area into a valley full of lush vegetation and beauty. So guys, be sure that on your next trip, go to Hula Valley Nature Reserve. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you like and subscribe to my channel. Share it to your loved ones. Thank you. Goodbye.